back to the Loft podcast. Welcome 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 back to the Loft podcast, the Loft TV, the Loft. Wow, you love it. We have the one and only. Well, I'm skipping steps. I got so excited. We got a relentless, intelligent, creative human being in the room right now, in the building. But before we introduce this special guest, we got the one and only, the GOAT, K Twist.
As always.
As always. New thing for the new year. I like it. All right. New season.
Season 4.
Yes, sir. Season 4. If you heard his voice already, you might know who he is already. But we got the one and only, very humble, very ambitious, very respectful, very supportive. That's a big one. Gio Gump in the room.
Yes, sir. We here.
What's up, King?
The Loft season
What's
4.
What's up,
baby.
King? Let's clap it up for the rowdy. Yes, sir. What's up, though, bro?
Just chilling, bro.
I feel like this is like a. I won't say it's overdue. I would say it's perfect timing.
All right, yeah.
Because
everything happens at the right time.
Just because everything you got going on right now, like you're doing so much, I feel like you can just.
Definitely got stuff to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. So, off rip, I want to jump into, hey, where you from?
I'm from Utica. Grew up on the west side, Lenox Ave.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was born and raised. Moved out to Riscony Falls and then kind of just jumped around the area from there. Rome, back to Utica, all over the place. I'm in Verona right now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you're everywhere.
Yeah, I was all over the place.
315.
Eat local.
Is that your tagline?
That's my tagline.
After everything?
Eat local.
Eat local. You softies. Don't be a
Don't
softie.
be soft out here, man. Soft serve on waffle cones, you heard?
Where did that phrase come from?
I mean, soft serves melt quick because it's soft, and I don't like that shit. So, you know what I mean? Can't be soft out here. Can't be soft and sweet like the waffle cone. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be soft.
It's a lifestyle.
So, you're huge on supporting, and you're huge on supporting local. Why? Like, usually I like to do like the storyline of you, but I want to just jump into why are you so supportive? Like beforehand, you were supportive of me, and I didn't even know who you were.
Absolutely. Well, because I mean, that's how you find people that you're interested into anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, all these people who are mainstream, like we look up to Meek Mill, all these other people, like we don't know them, you know what I mean? And like we all come from the same area.
Yeah.
And I never had that, people pushing or backing me
Yeah.
when I was trying to do my stuff. So me at this age, in the position I'm in, if I can show support to people doing things around here that, you know, they're really, you know, putting their own money into all that. How can you not respect it? And I try to give people, for one, the round of applause and flowers that they deserve. You're supposed to do that before they're gone anyways.
Respectfully.
So, yes, sir.
No, I love that, bro. Like, this is when, like, before Consent came out, Twist. This is, like, a minute ago. Like,
Facts.
a minute ago. Like, Gio's been showing me love, and I'm just like, I'd never met Gio, but I know the name.
Yep.
And when it put the face to the name, it worked because you were such a humble person.
Thank you, bro.
You gave me some motivating words, and then we just built a bond, which I'm really happy that we made because I feel like what you got going on right now is going to take off.
Appreciate you.
Wholeheartedly believe that.
Likewise.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
sir.
King. So, you support artists locally, but you go hard for these businesses.
Try to.
You go hard for these.
Especially the mom and pop businesses, you know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? Like the families, when you walk in, you see the kids grow, you know what I mean? They grow up in the shop that you just frequent all the time.
Yeah.
The people you know from seeing just around the city, just around the area, like you know face to name who they are and who runs the business. Like you got to look out for them too because they're doing the same thing we are. You know, we're all working our ways to LLCs and stuff, same thing they did.
Yeah.
And got to show love to all of it.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever entered a business and been like, I'm never coming back here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's places I won't step foot in.
Really?
Yeah, there's places that I can't eat pizza from there. Like, got to get something different. Like, it's regular stuff. You know
Let's
what I'm
just give some flowers right now. Who's the top spots to get your pizza from? Because you're definitely a pizza fanatic.
Utica, just all over the place, or what?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so Utica, if you're going upside down pizza, you're going to Joe's in Whitesboro. You're going to Oskanitz.
Oskanitz, I've heard of that a billion times.
Yeah. Season 3 or episode 3 on Eat Local, we do the pizza crawl. Check that out. But Yeah, so Joe's or Oskin Eats for upside down pizza. If you want to, I like Lucan's brick oven pizza.
Lucan's,
yeah,
on the strip.
Yep, fire.
Yeah, really?
You can't beat that. If you haven't had that, go try Lucan's.
Yeah, I've had Lucan's a couple
pizza.
times. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, pretty good.
Every time lit.
Franco's in Whitesboro, great spot. Charlie Boys used to be good. There's a lot of good. There's
pizza. There's a lot.
Slices is good for that slice.
Slice hits.
100%.
Shout out Slice.
Especially the Purple Cow.
The Purple Cow wings.
I don't know who came up with that.
Oh my gosh, the name is just amazing.
Yeah, catches you.
Like when I first came out here, I heard, "Yo, you got to try Slice. They got Purple Cow wings." I said, "What?
Right? What the hell?
What is a Purple Cow?" But when I tried it, I said, "Yeah, that Purple Cow slaps." For a fact. So now you created a brand and a movement, really, of Eat Local. What did that?
Same thing. Like we're talking about, we're supporting local. I always say support local, shop local, eat local.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you want to go to like a nice spot or whatever, we got people here that aren't a chained restaurant, have 3 different locations. There's places you can go where just like I said, that same family who's been running it for years, doing the same thing that they did from way back when. Like go support them. If you drive past McDonald's, like Roosters, right in the middle of Utica, like.
Shout out Roosters.
Facts. Shout out Roosters.
Yo, Roosters slaps, bro.
A1 chopped cheeses, burgers, everything. Like instead of going and supporting, a big name McDonald's, go there, get your nuggets. Go there, get your burgers. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, the best conversation.
For real. And he's just like us, man. He supports all of us.
Respectfully,
just
he
does. So got to show love for people like that.
I was DJing an event actually, and he approached me and was just like, "Yo, you run the Loft, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, what you're doing is beautiful. Keep it up."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he's a big supporter.
You're a good guy.
For sure.
You're
for sure.
Good
and
guy.
he won't serve you anything that's not fresh, dude. Like if the fresh ingredients are gone, he's sold out. Sorry, yo, I can't help you.
Yeah.
And it sucks sometimes because you want that.
You want it bad.
But I respect that.
Yeah,
he's like,
respectfully,
I won't give you like a bad product. So.
Yeah. No, he definitely has. He actually gave me a shirt too. Shout out him. But yeah, I love Roosters.
So that's basically where Eat Local comes from, though.
But what did my question is where did it the thought of, no, I'm gonna make a channel. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna hit up Fuller. We're gonna do this full fledged.
So it was probably about a year and a half, 2 years now.
Okay.
I was just about to drop my still running tape on all platforms, my first official tape in a long time. And I was talking to my boy D-Rock, shout out D, free D-Rock. And I was telling him, like, I got this idea. I don't know if it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call it yet, but I want it to be like Eat Local, EatLocal, which is Eat Local in Italian, all this other stuff.
Say it again?
EatLocal. So,
EatLocal.
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't get me talking crazy. EatLocal. What you talking about?
So I was thinking about all these different things, and he was like, dude, I think Eat Local is just like, it's easy, it's simple, people will respect it. And I just had this idea of bringing like a local creative, someone like you, anybody who designs, people who just do things locally, creatives, business people, and going and showcasing places that you may not ever have been to, little holes in the wall around here, and showcasing the food, the people from Utica, and the artists and creatives from here. So I talked to him about it, and he was like, it's gonna hit. You know what I mean? This is a great idea. And
so off rip, you got like that push from a friend.
Yeah, my brother, man, that's my bro.
Love that.
You know what I mean? And he told me like, you got to run with that. So as soon as I got done with my tape still running, I started looking around, talked to Fuller a little bit, and set up the music, fashion, art exhibit. Yeah, which you was at the first one.
The first one, it was a vibe.
Like, perfect way to start it off. Music, fashion, art, a bunch of creatives, a bunch of artists, food, drinks. So that's where it all started, man.
Yeah. So I'm such a deeper person. So I'm saying like, what thought came to your head and said, "Yo, I think I should do this"?
I wanted to give people like the Loft, give people like you and me the platform, as well as the business owners around here. And I was like, hopefully people will be down with it.
So it was during the pandemic that like it sparked in your brain?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Okay.
Probably right before the pandemic. That's when I got the idea. Pandemic hit, and I was like, damn, like everything's closed. I don't know how I'm gonna do this now. Everything started opening back up. Got with Fuller, got the venue for a music, fashion, art exhibit. And we ran with it.
Yeah. So. I love that because you're not just a person in front of the camera that knows how to hold a great conversation. Like I witnessed.
Try.
I know I watched. I think I watched them all so far. you're also an artist. So when I say when I always jump into like what made you jump into another realm, it's because artists don't like to do anything else but their thing.
I have some sort of weird ADHD or something that's undiagnosed. Like I have to stay busy, whether it's merch, whether it's this, that, or third. And when I'm not writing or whatever, I want to be. And plus, I have like a big love for like filmmaking, documentaries, stuff like this, podcasts. So when I had the idea, I was like, I want to try my luck with this. See how I do. Yeah. So I'll attest. You know what I mean? I'll attest to myself. So
was there a point that you like felt like you failed in creating this? Or?
I feel like I fail every day. You know what I mean? Like
elaborate on that.
Just like sometimes you think too much into the episode, think too much into the questions. There's times I fumble, like, oh, Fuller, cut that, man. You know what I mean? He'll play with me like, no, I was gonna keep that shit in. You know
no, Fuller would definitely say that. That's funny as hell.
So, there's times where I'm like just overthinking things, but at the end of the day, I know that I gave my best at that moment. So I just kind of rock with it, let it go. So we're gonna let that drop. We're gonna let people decide how they feel about it.
What's your opinion on failing in general?
Failing in general, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Have to. Because if you don't, if you just win all the time, how you going to be on the like humble side of that and realize like, all right, I need to change this. I need to start moving differently here. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you like a full picture of, for one, who you are and how your work's doing. Yeah. So you got to fail.
I feel for me, like, I'm a perfectionist, I could say, in a sense, where at first, beforehand, for a lot of things I've done, I never wanted to taste the feeling of failing.
Right.
Like when I started throwing events, I was like, I want to throw. My first event has to be huge.
Dude, I was having an anxiety attack before the music, fashion, art exhibit. Yeah. That was like, I mean, other than like little house parties that you promote, which I used to do all the time when I was a kid, and they all kind of sucked. But the music, fashion, art exhibit. This was my first time putting on an art exhibit. Yeah. Trying to have like a pop-up booth. It was my first time working with Villa Verona. So I was.
But that was like your first like established event, right?
Yes.
So for me, at least you're lucky. People came and it was a vibe.
Right.
For me, I threw an event for my first ever event. Flyer made, told everybody, put it on their DMs, put it on my Snapchat story, my Instagram story, anything that has a story. And the DJ came, the owner came, and the security came.
And that had to happen for you to be who you are now, baby. You know what I'm saying? So.
Respectfully. But that was my first taste of public failure.
Right.
Like you can fail in your room by yourself with a song, your engineer.
Now people knew you failed. You know what I'm saying?
It hurt.
How long did it take to recover from that?
The next weekend I threw another party.
And how did it do?
Guess what?
It went crazy.
It went bad. Again. Nobody came. Hey, one of my episodes, Nick Johnson tells me, like, I don't know if you saw it, he like interviews me in a sense, where he elaborates on, I remember coming to your party and it was just me and you. And I'm like, bro, I remember that.
I do remember watching this,
I was like, bro, like, thank you for staying the whole time, too. Like, because nobody
I appreciate
came.
That. I appreciate it.
But I think it's like the hustle or the motivation in me. Shout out the movie Hustle on Adam Sandler.
Bro.
Killed it.
It's this is how I explain it. Today's generations like Mike.
Yeah. That was hard. Okay. I can see what you're saying. That was a really good movie. Have you seen it yet, Twist? Hustle with Adam Sandler. Just dropped on Netflix.
Movie.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah.
We're going to review it. You're a movie fanatic, so respectfully. So I don't know what the hustle or the push from friends,
right?
Because my friend Moschino and his group,
shout out him,
Rich Legacy and all that, they're like, yo, bro, like, you're only failing because you never did the venue before. You've always did house parties, like you said,
right?
And when I did it again, it was the biggest party I've ever thrown,
right?
And then after that, it was the biggest party I've ever thrown.
So you had to fail to learn that, and then you had to move accordingly from there. Yeah, and I think you did well. So.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So. The music, fashion, art.
Local takeover. That's what it is.
Why did you connect the three?
For one, I got like a hobby into painting. I paint with my daughter a lot. Every time.
Tell me that.
Yeah. So
and she has some stuff inside the
always. Yeah. Of course, she's gonna have display on at her dad's thing. You know what I'm saying? So I like to paint with my daughter. It's kind of just a hobby for me. I'm not good at it. So if you see my paintings and you're like, whoa, dude, like, that don't look. Hey, man, I most likely drank some wine.
Yeah.
And sat there and painted my ass off and thought it looked great.
Hey, but that isn't it is art
subjective, man. You can look at it any way. You don't have to understand it when you look at it, and you don't really have to get what it's supposed to mean. It's whatever you look at it and perceive. So I'll just like anything else, like you're just talking about, new lane. Let me try this out, see what happens. And I've sold some art now.
Really?
So
the art that you thought was not
trash,
it's sold.
And there's things that I was like, wow, this looks different. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, dude, this is like a cool cool little visual. You know, how much for it? I'm just charging some bullshit for it. But you know what I mean? It's fun. You know, it helps me just
the fact that you got $1 for something that you just did for fun is beautiful.
Exactly. And my daughter sold art. You know what I mean?
Really? How old is your daughter?
She's about to be 3 next month.
She's 3 selling art. Yo, shout out. I love that's coming up as yo. What's her name?
Amelia.
Shout out Amelia. Love that for her. Yes. So she sold art already.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
She's on Apple Music right now.
She's on Apple.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amelia. What?
Yeah. She knows how to make a pizza from scratch. You know, I'm trying to just give her all the tools that I didn't have when I was young, and I know she's only 3, but just trying to instill it
early.
Exactly. Yeah.
In the creative space.
Trying to.
Were you really creative young, or what were you more into?
So I was athletic. Like, I like to play sports and stuff, but I would always go home. I'd always be writing. I'd always be. I thought I was gonna be the biggest rapper when I was 14, 13.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we all.
Exactly.
I was spitting bars too. My nickname was Money Cash. I thought I was Money Cash or something like that.
Rich Vocals definitely better.
Rich Vocals stuck better. And Rich Vocals has nothing to do with money. It has nothing, all to do with life. Anyways, it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, so basically I would always be writing. I thought I was going to be the biggest rapper. And like I love rap music. I love making rap music. Like, I really like the putting it together. I like the beat I like everything that comes with making music. It doesn't have to be rap music, you know what I mean? So I've always been writing. I've always been trying to get into different studios. Kind of just climbing and learning how things work, working with different people. And I don't know, like I said, probably 12, 13 years old, I started really jumping into that creative space, which is art.
Do you also do poetry?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of how, because in this English class I had, we learned poetry, obviously. I started writing it, and I was like, this can sound like a rap, you know what I mean? So I started kind of doing that on paper with my boys, and I remember we used to just get on like YouTube and put on type beats, we would literally just sit there and either recite the poems, and then it started just like, all right, now I know how to layer a verse, and this is a chorus, and this is a hook, and this is a bridge. So I was like, all right, just like I said, just learning and growing in that space, and that's how it started. Yeah,
I love that. So, I don't want to speak it for you, but I feel like this is what's going to happen. Do you see music, fashion, art turning into a fashion show?
I would love it to be a fashion show. So my first idea was like, I would like people walking around, you know what I mean? And people was like, Wave was there. Wave's been at the first 2 art exhibits and whatnot. I'd like him to like dress a mannequin or dress a person, have them walk and mingle with people. This is Wave. This is blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Made by Cotton Terry. You know what I mean? All this other stuff. So that was my first idea. But now we're talking to different venues, bigger venues. And I'm finding this way that we can actually have a fashion show during people looking at the art, people eating, people drinking, and then people walking at the same time.
I want to be so a part of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the first
always
one was,
welcome.
The first one was just, it was just good energy.
Right.
And there's good events. I've been to a ton of events. I've been to everything. I feel like I'm always invited to something and I'll gladly come.
Right.
But when I came to your event, it was just, right when I walked in, you just walked into like open arms of hugs. And
absolutely. Dude, half my family was there.
Yeah.
All the people I've been working with for the last however long I've been working at this stuff kind of showed love. You popped out. I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like,
it was a little drive too.
Yeah,
it was a little.
Thank you, appreciate it. Villa Verona, for anybody,
it's
past the casino. So if you're from the city, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Over 30 minutes. But if you came, you were happy you came. It was a good vibe, and you guys all had a platform. You know what I mean? Everybody had a chance to shout themselves out.
And I met some other people I didn't know too. I reconnected with some folks.
And that's always cool, man.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, I definitely see it becoming a fashion show where like
that's what I would like it to be.
Yeah, dude, that'd be fire. I feel. And you had local music playing during.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I tell them, that's the first thing I tell these venues and places that hit me up or I hit them up. Like, I'm taking over your space.
Yeah.
I'm taking over your menu.
Yeah.
And I'm taking over your playlist.
I
have to we're gonna get a playlist. I try to do 30 songs from the people who want to be involved with it. 30 songs, not of like one person, but of like, everybody.
Yeah, all
and
together.
then I'll go put it on the speakers and play it. So as someone like you's walking around, your music's playing.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can be like,
that was dope because I remember I was like eating a pizza. First of all, let's get into the pizza. A pizza slapped, but the first bite I took, it was so hot, it burnt my tongue. Oh my God.
There's so many people too because the cameras around, like my brother Brandon, Brody B, he told me the same thing. He was like, dog, I just tried to slap that down the throat real quick.
Bro, it was so hot.
And he was like, bro, I can't eat none anymore.
It was so hot. But in the end, I waited till it cooled down and it slapped.
Yeah,
it was pretty
for
good.
Sure. The wine there, Villa Verona Winery, Verona, New York.
Yeah, it was a nice space.
Their wine, great. Pizza, great. All their food. That chef there is crazy. The wine slushies,
hit.
Sheesh, yeah. Hit. So great place, great food, for sure.
So you had the music playing. I'm like, I feel like I know who this artist is. But like,
you definitely should. Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, this is definitely Nazi.
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely Mel's.
Yep.
Oh, I know this person. This is PV. Like, I know everybody that's playing.
And those people are there too.
Yeah.
And you can talk to them. And that's what a big thing of it too. Like, everybody who comes, like, you can meet Rich and you never met Rich before. Like, yo, I want to do something with you. Here's a good time to exchange numbers, put a face to a name. Like, it's really just networking at its finest. You know what I mean? And you get to look at people's work firsthand, buy it, and support firsthand. So I thought it would be a great idea that we get everybody together. I really wish a lot more people in the area would come or be a part of it.
I think that will eventually happen. I feel like the way you're moving, it's going to happen.
Trying.
People at first do not support nothing.
No. That's why I support first because, like you said, no one supports at first.
Nobody.
I would like to be that first person. Like, yo, bro, keep working, keep winning because I didn't have that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get that. So if people see people showing love, it's more of a opportunity for them to show love. Oh yeah, bro, hell yeah, keep going. You know what I mean? So might as well
open the door. I
that.
feel as if I always have this conversation. I feel like folks don't show love first because it's a pride thing.
It is definitely
super pride.
People always look at, especially like in a local
area,
art and area, and like we're all in the same kind of lane almost. You know what I mean? The creative lane. Yeah. It's like almost everyone thinks about it as competition, but you can't think about it as competition. Like, fuck it. If no one fucks with my shit, I'm sorry. Can I cuss on here, bro? I'm cussing.
Yeah, go ahead. I feel like so far every episode so far someone has cussed.
Sorry, guys.
No. Let it fly. So, Season 4, we're going uncut.
Season 4, baby.
I actually wrote. You see, I'm pretty good at this interview thing because
you're great at this interview thing, man.
I'm getting better. But what you just said, led me into this conversation that when I was making questions for you. I'm not sure why I came up with this, but hey, do you believe there's a connection between inspiration and competition?
I guess you can say that, yeah, for sure. Because if people are looking at it as competition, they can say, "Oh, I gotta go harder now, harder than them, look bigger, do this and that." I look at it as like, "Wow, yo, the Loft's going crazy, they're doing their thing, bro. That shit inspires me." You know what I mean? So take competition and turn it to inspire. Yeah. You guys were not competition. You guys are inspiring me. We're inspiring you. Exactly what you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's exactly what I think around here we should all look at it like that, and we'd all be so much further than we are now.
I feel like if we all just helped each other, like I've been saying this for season 1, but if we all just helped each other, if one person dropped and everybody reposted it.
Right. It goes to, like, I say this all the time. If we hold hands on the way up together, it gives an extra pull to the people behind us. You know what I'm saying? So bring people up around you, man. Yeah, and if you're above someone, give the person behind you the platform because no one did that for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It should be a domino effect.
It should be.
You know?
Hey.
It's simple. How you doing? Keep it moving. You know
Don't be soft.
Don't be soft out here.
I don't like soft cones. What's wrong with you? And how do you say EatLocal in Italian?
EatLocal.
EatLocal. What you talking about? EatLocal. Anyways,
y'all didn't know that Rich was a part of the mob, so.
You heard me? What you talking about? What's it called? What do you say, not to give up all the juice, but what is your master plan?
I'm hoping to have. I'm really into this merch thing. We were talking before the camera started rolling. Like, I'm really into this merch thing. I want to take EatLocal and Grown Locally I want it to be a media outlet. You know what I mean? I want to be doing podcasts. I want to be doing the EatLocal show. I want to be doing music. I want it to be any content that we can create.
Love that.
I want to create.
And Grown Locally is a hard name for all of that together.
Absolutely.
That's fire.
I like it too, man. Grown Locally.
Yeah, get your tea.
Yes,
We're going to put it right here.
Yep. Ding.
But no, I love that. Like, Grown Locally, and you're trying to be in the production sense of everything.
Yeah, I love the behind the scenes aspect. I like, all right, this shot looks better. I just enjoy watching things come together, especially like the t-shirts, for instance, or any sort of merch. Like, it all came from here. Yeah. And now people are wearing it.
Yeah, true.
And walking around like, whoa. You know what I mean? So that's what I really like to see is something come together that came right from here. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I like to work with Likewise Minds too, like Fuller, dude. Yeah. He's always, bro, that's a fire shot. You're right, bro. You know what I mean? So we're always.
I love the voice you give Fuller. I love the voice you keep giving Fuller. It's mad funny.
Frames, baby.
But what's it called? No, but that's where we're definitely similar. Where you want to see what your vision out into the world. You want to express yourself. You want to
come alive. An outside thought arrives in the brain. Can you see it out here? That's what I want. You know what I mean? I love seeing that.
So your master plan is to basically take over a whole.
I want to have like a media outlet and continue to do what I think EatLocal and these music fashion arts are doing is giving people platforms. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a record label. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna let my boy D take over the whole music realm of running things when he gets out because he's about this music shit. I am too, but he really pushes me and pushed me to drop that tape still running. So I'm gonna let him take that over. We're both gonna work on the EatLocal show. And we're just gonna keep doing things. You know, my brother Brody B, he works on the things, the producer. So we're all just gonna keep running these lanes and keeping it together at the same time. And hopefully that can get bigger. And like you said with the music, fashion, art, hopefully I can have those events correspond with the media outlet
annually. Definitely.
Annually, I want to do it every 3 to 4 months.
That's fine.
But it is hard.
It is tough to put it all together, especially putting all together the people, the music, and the fashion, the art,
venue, the art. Exactly, it's hard, but we're gonna get it done.
My question to you is, being that you're a artist and now that you're in the realm of doing a lot of things, this is like an answer for me. I need to hear what you say for this.
Okay.
How far away are you from music?
Not far. I probably took a total of. Since working on the show and whatnot, EatLocal, it's probably been 3 months since I haven't been physically in the studio, but constantly writing, constantly listening to beats that my producer made, and I got a plan to go back probably pretty soon, next month or so, and get everything laid down. And I sit there with him too and do everything Shedwide Music in Rome. Yeah, I sit down with him, we make the beats together, record it together, master it together. We do it all together. So I'm basically there for the whole production of the songs. So it's most likely going to be maybe even December I drop it, this tape that I'm thinking. So
you're better than me because I will go to Twist. I will record a song and that will stay in the vault. And then I'll go to Twist. I'll record 3 songs and those will stay in the vault.
Dude, anything K-Twist touches is fire too, by the way. Shout out K-Twist.
K-Twist.
Give him a round of applause.
Shout out K-Twist. The most humble man there ever was. If I have a friend, like I have a lot of friends, you know, I have a lot of acquaintances, I know a lot of people. Twist, I have not seen Twist ever get mad. I have not seen Twist ever say, yo, I'm amazing at this. I've never, like, he just says, yo, I'm getting better. I'm like, Twist, you just made it.
I mean, clap for that again because that's how we should all look at for one ourselves and stuff. You can't get mad at yourself if you fail. Yeah. I'm getting better.
Respectfully.
You know what I mean?
Like, he will work with the biggest people, and when that drops, it will drop and the world will know. Hey, man. But we're not going to say it here yet.
I think people locally who are really in the game locally, they know K-Twist is a GOAT around here. You know what I'm saying? So,
respectfully.
Facts. Yeah. First thing I said to him, I'm a huge fan of your work, bro. And that's
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Pretty amazing. So like I do want to say like Twist will work with some famous people and Twist will just be like,
that was dope.
Yeah. I'd be like, yo, Twist, talk your stuff. Right. He'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna go home and work on some beats.
Yeah. Like, but you know what? Let your work talk for
respectfully.
You. For sure.
Yeah. Hey, I follow his footsteps. That's my big bro. So I follow his footsteps. Well, I like these conversations. So do you have someone or something that inspires you?
My daughter, for sure. You know, every time I'm just with her, dude, I can.
I mean, she's 3 years old with art and music out already. Like, yeah, she would inspire me too.
Sometimes I don't feel like doing anything. She's like, paint. And I'm like,
really?
Let's go. You know what I mean?
She really enjoys it.
Yeah. She sees her easel out in the garage or something like that. She's like, why aren't we painting? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, you're right. Why aren't we creating or doing something? So she really does inspire me, you know, just my family in general. My boy D-Rock, shout out him again. You know, we're on the phone all the time.
Love that. You're a real friend.
And he always tells me, yeah, bro, what you're doing right now, you're moving perfectly. Just giving me that push, you know what I mean? So he inspires me a lot as well. Yeah, for sure.
So you would say your best friend, your brother.
I call him my brother. Yeah, we've been friends for, I don't know. I can't even tell you how long. We're probably maybe 9, 10, 8, 9.
Yeah,
so that's my bro. We've done everything together. Got in trouble together. We've done everything. We've done first thing. Yeah, for sure.
It turns into a brother. It turns from friend to a
brother.
Womb
to the tomb. Yes,
definitely. Sir. So is there someone artistically or creatively that's in the world already that inspires you?
Facts, yeah, for sure.
Motivates you?
There's a lot of people. For one, like Action Bronson.
That's what, bro. He's like, that's exactly who I think of when I speak to you.
I swear to God, when I first found out, people even watch the show and they're like, yo, you guys like cousins, bro? Like, I don't get it. But like, he showed me that all this stuff that I'm into is cool. You know what I mean? Especially from being where we're from. Yeah. Not a lot of things like that are cool. Cooking, painting, making wine, eating, just things that he does. Like, I'm like, dude, this is the stuff I'm into, and I'd like to showcase what we got going on locally and what I'm good at too. You know, I like to cook, I like to eat, I like to make music. I like to do all that stuff.
So basically, you did exactly what I did. So Action Bronson went off. He's a rapper, famous rapper, and went on to make his own show.
Fuck, that's delicious. Yes, sir.
Exactly. And then P Diddy and Joe Budden. P. Diddy in the creative sense and Joe Budden in the podcast sense did the same thing for me.
Facts, okay.
So, like...
I can see that.
I love that. I love that we, like, you... Speaking to you makes me realize I'm talking to myself. Like, talking to someone
we see a lot of each other in ourselves, for sure.
I love that.
For sure.
I love that. So, if you had to give up one thing that you do right now, what would it be?
I vape, bro. I'm trying to give that up, honestly.
Yeah?
Facts, yeah.
You vape?
Yeah, hell yeah. I vape.
He said, hell yeah. What are you talking about? What are you questioning?
I know. I used to smoke cigarettes. I'm glad that part of me is over.
Yeah,
100%. But I'd like to stop doing that. That's facts, yeah.
So what got you into that? I'm sorry.
Vaping? I smoked cigarettes. And
also transition.
I wanted to stop. It was just gross, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything about it's gross to me now. And I guess tried that, and it's not very much better.
Are you one of the vapors that do the...
Nah, I mean,
and then there's mad smoke and nobody can see inside the room.
Nope.
And then...
No, you won't even know I hit the vape if I was hitting that shit right now.
Respectfully. Because I remember, shout out Craig. I used to work with Craig at Lids, and if he sees this, he's either going to die laughing or be so annoyed. But when he was heavy into vaping, bro, Lids was so small. Lids is so small,
walk
bro.
Past the Lids in
he
the
would.
mall.
What I would know when he's doing it because he's like preparing, like he's like to say "got me, ah!" Like it was so much smoke, and then I'd be like, "Yo, bro," like, and I do nothing involved with smoking at all, so it would just linger, and they'd be like, "No," he's like, "It's out of the air now, it's gone." I'm like, Craig, it's still there.
You gotta be real with what you're doing,
Craig. It's still there, brother. It's still there. But you also are big into wrestling.
Yeah, love wrestling, dude. Grew up watching wrestling.
Yeah.
There's a local wrestling scene now, which
and
I'm super hype about.
I did not know that.
Adam Stone. Adam Stone, one of probably the John Cena of the area. Don't quote me. I mean, Bobby Bates, great wrestler. There's some great wrestlers around the area. Ting Shi and Corey Jackson, great wrestlers. And I'm glad that they got NYCW right now, New York Championship Wrestling, and they're doing things at in Whitesboro at the Fitness Mill all over the place. Yeah,
I saw you perform there as well.
Yeah, at their first event at the NYCW's first event at the Fitness Mill, I rapped Adam Stone out to the ring, and dream come true, dude.
That is fire.
I used to think I was gonna be like a wrestler growing up, you know what I mean? But then I kind of transitioned to this creative side, and then they merged, and I got to walk a dude out rapping.
How did it feel? Like where were you super like I'm doing it? After, before, or during?
So during, they actually kind of didn't realize that I was supposed to come out, get the mic first, and like then the music's supposed to start. They started it, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta run out here. I was like, now it's just go time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta run into the ring. Yo, let me get the mic. Here we go. So it was like kind of just instantly when I was there. I knew I was going to perform, but I didn't realize it was going to go down like that.
Super fast.
So I didn't kind of have no time to think like, you know what I mean? Like, all right. But when I was out there, they threw banners and streamers into the ring as I was rapping. I was like, oh my goodness, I just got hit in the head, and I was like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So crazy performance for sure.
I love
great experience. Loved every minute of it.
Added to the goddamn resume.
Yeah, yes sir.
Love that. So the most important question of this whole entire episode is, who was your top wrestler in WWF, WWE, or WCW? Like, who was
all of them? I think he was in all of them, dude. And everyone who knows who I am knows this answer already. But Jeff Hardy and the Hardy Boys, baby.
Respect! Yes, wow!
Yes, I'd be doing the swanton bomb off kitchen tables, dude. Like I thought I was, dude. I used to cut my socks,
really,
put them on my hands. Painted my nails.
Really?
Everything, bro.
Jeff Hardy was
Jeff
a
Hardy.
go.
Dude, still a go.
Wow.
Yes,
for me, it would have to be, I have like top 3. Stone Cold.
Steve
easily.
Austin, baby.
Come on. Go. I'm not going to add him to my top 3, but The Rock was like easily lovable.
He's one of the best.
Yeah. It was kind of hard not to love him, but I'm not going to add him to my top 3.
I'm excited to hear the next 2.
I would easily say Eddie Guerrero.
Viva la raza.
Come on, bro.
Give
they sleep on him.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I would have to jump to Booker T.
Ooh, the 5-time. I can't not do that when you say Booker T.
Booker T the GOAT, bro.
Spinneroonies and all that,
yes.
bro. Yeah.
He was really the reason. Like, I thought I was going to be a wrestler, too, because Booker T was just, like, so funny.
Awesome, too.
And so, like, yeah, he was just a good...
Music came out, was hype.
Yeah.
Spinneroony, great.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The whole character of Booker T.
So
great,
fun.
for sure.
So yeah, that's my top 3. That was like the most important question. I'm happy you answered that.
I love wrestling. Still to this day, I don't watch it as much anymore, but I do watch older matches. I show my wife all the time. She's like, what am I even watching right now? You know what I'm saying? But it's fun, man.
That's dope. Yeah, man. I love wrestling. I can't get into it now. I feel like
it's a lot different than when we came up. So
super different
for sure, and especially a lot of the characters that are played.
Who was the favorite crew that you had? D-Generation X,
DX was cool.
NWO.
Dude, I liked Crime Time, JTG and Shad.
Yeah.
Favorite groups, DX definitely on the list.
NWO was my favorite.
For life, baby.
Oh my
NWO.
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, you just named basically the ones I grew up on. I'm trying to think if there's another one that I really liked. Latino Heat.
Ooh.
I mean, with Eddie Guerrero and Latino Heat. That was fire.
We lied. We cheat.
We still come out in a lowrider and bumping away. Yeah.
Yo, everybody that's watching that does not watch wrestling is lost right now.
Dude, go just search up Latino Heat.
Yeah, bro.
Lie, cheat, and steal, baby.
And he passed away. He actually passed away in a sad sense. Eric Benoit or Benoit? Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
He was a favorite too.
The Rabid Wolverine.
Yo, he was just like that dude.
I still know his whole theme song by heart.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to start it off?
No.
Okay. All right, personality questions.
Okay.
What is one thing about yourself that you love the most?
The way I can, I guess, bounce back. You know what I mean? I guess I'm resilient. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have it yesterday and no one's going to help me get it, I'll get it myself tomorrow. Like, I think that's one of my favorite things about me. Like, I'm never going to not have what I want. I'm going to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
You're a go-getter.
I try to be, yeah.
Respect.
For sure.
Question number 2. Where is your favorite place to think?
Just home. Anywhere at home. Anywhere at home.
You find peace.
I can't think anywhere else, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I try to write at work sometimes when we got some downtime, but it doesn't even work, dude. You know
your peace is your home.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely a homebody, always have been.
Yeah.
So when I'm home, it doesn't matter what I'm doing or what room I'm in or whatever. Yeah. I definitely have that time to think and get creative. So yeah, for sure.
Who are your top artists?
Top artist for me, one is definitely just Griselda in a whole. You got
Buffalo,
facts, upstate. Conway, Benny, and Wes. Those guys are all probably one of my favorite artists. But I'm gonna say that as one because they came as a package. You know what I'm saying? So Action Bronson, I like the way he raps. And these guys, and honestly, I just named both of those guys, and they work with like the same producers, The Alchemist.
Yeah, Alchemist.
Anything produced by The Alchemist, I'm listening to it.
Yes. Yes.
Same with Derringer. I'm not sure if you know Derringer or whatnot, but he does mostly everything for or did for Griselda, but I like anything he does, and they both work with the same people. So I would say Griselda, Action Bronson, and dude, Stove God cooks right now. Stove God cooks right now.
I'm not sure who that is.
Bro, from Syracuse.
Really?
From Syracuse. Stove God cooks. He kind of got brought into the game with Griselda, and I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's the beats or the way his cadence is. I just love every song. Every song,
nice.
Yeah,
I
gotta
gotta
listen to him.
I gotta tap in. Yeah, I gotta.
I'm making Rich Vocals listen to
tap in
right after we get off.
Right after we got here, after these messages, we're gonna act like we just got back on. Wow, he's great. No, I gotta tap in. I definitely gotta tap.
Facts.
Last question. What's one thing you wish you could change about this world?
Wow, damn, we just got deep on this last question, son. Show just like I'm trying to do with this EatLocal thing, man. Show love to everybody around you. Don't think this is competition first, and we have to look at you in like a rival sense. Look at everybody in the world as, we all go through stuff, and this person might be having a bad day next to you.
Yeah.
You can have the greatest day, but just like you meet somebody for your first day in school or something, bro, that first person that was like, hey, bro, come sit over here.
Yeah.
Always kind of sticks out to you, and you always remember that person.
For the rest
Like,
of your life.
be that person to anybody you see out there.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro, that dude was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So
that.
hopefully that everybody can just show some love and support to one another. You know what I mean?
I love that. All right. Now, my favorite part, Twist, do you have one for today? Because I have... We're coming to you. Just get ready. It's coming. Give me one word, actually.
Oh, one word?
Yeah, one word when I ask you. Anyways, do you have any wise words you want to leave the rest of the world with?
Yes. Keep working, keep winning. Support local, shop local, eat local. Don't be soft out here.
How about you, Twisty?
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
There you go.
I love that. I love it. And for me, wise words of today, I would definitely leave you guys with don't stress yourself out. Sometimes it's not your battle.
Facts.
Just like that.
If you can't control it, don't try to.
No.
For sure.
You can't control everything.
Exactly.
Control what you can control.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Don't stress yourself out.
Thank you guys for having me too, by the way.
Bro, this was a pleasure. I'm so happy that we had this.
It was a great time, man. I
and
appreciate this.
I'm sure we're going to do this more than once.
Absolutely. You're definitely going to see Rich Vocals and K Twist on an episode of EatLocal.
Yes,
so
sir.
Get hungry, boys.
Yes, I love food. Where can they find you?
Everywhere. If you go to Google and type in Gio Gump, G-I-O, Gump like Forest, no, we're not related, I will pop up everything of mine on the first Google panel. You can't miss me that way. But if you go to any social media or big music streaming platform and look up the same thing, Gio Gump, you will only find me. So Gio Gump on everything.
Love that.
That's it. EatLocal with Gio Gump on YouTube. Don't forget that.
Love that. Yeah, this is good. I'm happy this worked out.
Dude, I'm excited to be here.
I'm happy this worked out because I think what you're doing needs to be highlighted more.
I appreciate that.
You're definitely a good soul. You're a good spirit. You're a humble soul.
Thank you,
humble
bro.
Spirit.
Thank you.
People like us need to be elevated.
Facts.
You know me, I suck at ending it because I want to keep talking.
And that's a wrap on the Loft Season 4 with Gio Gump. Shout out K Twist. Shout out Rich Vocals.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
And stay tuned for the next episode.
Yes, sir. All right, and that's the Loft Season 4. We're out.